What's cracking with you, YouTube? Welcome back to Cage TV. It's your man, King Howie, back with another video. And let's get into the shits, man. Let's talk about it. Dak Prescott turned down $30 million a year from the Dallas Cowboys. And apparently he's requesting $40 million a year. Does Dak deserve that kind of money? Hell no. Will he get paid that kind of money? Hell yeah, but it won't be by the Cowboys. Now, I know a lot of Cowboy fans are out there being frustrated about this whole Dak Prescott contract, Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper ordeal. But at one point in time, Cowboy fans wasn't feeling Dak Prescott. But all of a sudden, they high on Dak Prescott now, and maybe it's because of the brainwashing of Skip Bayless. You know, Cowboy fans tune in to hear a guy making $24 million for 4 years of stupidity just brainwash y'all day in and day out to think that y'all gonna win the Super Bowl with Dak Prescott. He's Brady-esque. What does that even mean? He's Brady-esque. Now, one thing people are failing to realize about Dak Prescott turning down the $30 million a year contract, I think there's more parties involved with this whole scenario with Dak Prescott. I think there's another team that's probably in Dak Prescott's agent's ear willing to pay him $40 million. And I think that might happen. It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. I think that shit might happen. I think there's another team out there willing to pay, willing to pay Dak Prescott. Oh my God, man, what is going on with this phone? I think it's another team out there willing to pay Dak Prescott $40 million a year. Now, which team will that be? Will it be the Cincinnati Bengals? I mean, you got to start going to looking at teams that got, that kind of salary cap. Oh my God. You got to start looking at teams that got that kind of salary cap to put up that kind of money to pay for Dak Prescott. And I think it's teams out there willing to do it. Desperate teams. I think it's some desperate teams out there because remember, the cap is going up. Now, of course, if you're in Dak Prescott's shoes, you're going to feel you're worth $40 million. Who knows if this is a way for Zeke and Dak to get out of Dallas? Maybe this is their chance to try to get out of Dallas. Maybe Zeke holding out is a step in him being traded. Maybe Dak raising up the price on how much he wants to get paid a year as a quarterback is a way for him to get out of Dallas. But if he turned down $30 million and he's asking for $40 million, I think there is another team in play trying to go after Dak Prescott. Remember, this is his last year on his contract, so he could bullshit his way out of this year and, screw the Cowboys over. But him turning down $30 million, that says a lot. That says that there's more going on behind the scenes than what we know. I hope it's the Cincinnati Bengals, or maybe it's the Buffalo Bills. Maybe it's the New England Patriots, since Dak Prescott is Brady-esque. Skip Bayless is a fucking idiot. But with all this Cowboy news going on, I think this is another way for them to, market their product. The Cowboys are on TV every day. I don't know why. It just makes no sense. Nobody's talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Nobody's talking about, the Carolina Panthers. Nobody's talking about the Lions. Just other teams in the NFL besides the goddamn Cowboys. I don't know why we got to get force-fed cow shit every day throughout the week on sports TV networks. But since they want to talk about the Cowboys so much, I have no problem hearing about this. Do you want to call it a downfall? If there was even any ups, I just find it weird to see that a team like this is struggling to pay the young cats that they got. What is Jerry Jones doing? I mean, I don't know what their salary cap is looking like. I don't know what the Dallas Cowboys salary cap looking like. But if they can't get a deal done for Dak Prescott, we already know Ezekiel Elliott is holding out. I think they probably get Amari Cooper done, and that probably won't be done until maybe the middle of the season or the end of the season. You know, God forbid the man gets hurt sometime early in the season, then Dallas could just cut they losses with Amari Cooper. But I will say this little game that Jerry Jones is playing with these players, it might hurt them. It might hurt the Cowboys. It might hurt the Cowboys. But I can understand what he's going through when you got three players with their hands out and they want to get paid the big bucks. Ezekiel Elliott want to be paid more than Todd Gurley, and now you got Dak Prescott wanting to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL for nothing. For nothing, when majority of his success is brought to him by the offensive line and the legs of Ezekiel Elliott. But it is what it is, man, with this team. But I just think that there's more at play with this whole Dak Prescott won $40 million a year. I don't know if it might be 2 or 3 teams, 4 teams, 5 teams in play, itching and scratching to get at Dak Prescott, next off-season free agency period. So all we could do is sit back and watch this bullshit shit show of the Cowboys going through what they going through. But if they get a deal done, so be it. They still the sorry ass Cowboys to me. If they don't get a deal done, just proves that they still want to be the sorry ass Cowboys. So with that being said, man, remember to like, subscribe, comment, share. But like I said before, there probably is more parties at play with trying to get Dak Prescott. I think right now, I believe the Cowboys are in a bidding war between Dak Prescott and some other team that's willing to pay him the $40 million. So I'm back to this vacation, back to the good stuff, and I'll check in on y'all later, man. Shout out to the whole Pack Nation. I'm wearing my Laker hat right now, but y'all already know what it is. Go Pack, go.